The right at the casino cashier told him.
The movie starts in a war-torn area in the Middle East. U.S. soldiers are held captive and tortured by their enemies. Among them is a soldier named Wei. Their captain, Jesse Freeman, refuses to give in to the enemy's demands despite being beaten and electrocuted. The tension rises among the enemy soldiers. Jesse pretends to faint, tricking his captors. When they let their guard down, he frees himself and fights back, saving his teammates. However, a bomb explodes, injuring them all. After retiring from the military, Jesse lives a peaceful life with his family. He's married to Alicia and has 2 kids, Ryan and Mara. Jesse's dedication to work causes tension with his family. Alicia urges him to spend more time with their children. Jesse decides to take them to a basketball game at a stadium owned by the NBA. He promises Ryan and Mara that it will be a special event, with important guests like the mayor and governor attending. Mara is excited. Meanwhile, Diana, the stadium's new owner, arrives with her boyfriend, Millie, attracting attention from the media and fans. Jesse keeps showing Ryan and Mara around the stadium. They meet Jesse's boss, Dylan Moniz, and a janitor named Gis. The kids are excited to see behind the scenes of the stadium and want to know more. Meanwhile, security officers in the stadium are on high alert. Some suspicious people claim to be Wi-Fi service officers and are allowed in after being checked. Jesse takes Ryan and Mara to their seats, but 2 rowdy onlookers cause a commotion. Jesse steps in to calm things down. In another section of the stadium, Governor Paul and Mayor Christine welcome the new owner, Diana, and her boyfriend, Millie. They thank Diana for her contributions to the city, including the basketball facility. Unbeknownst to everyone, a group of intruders disguised as Wi-Fi service officers have infiltrated the stadium. They put bombs in key areas, blending in with the actual workers. Wearing security uniforms, they start eliminating the legitimate security personnel one by one, causing chaos. Despite the danger, Ryan and Mara are focused on the basketball game. Diana, Millie, Paul, and Christine watch the game from the VIP room. Meanwhile, Job and his team make their way into the VIP room where Diana, Millie, Paul, and Christine are located. Job pretends to be a security guard and initially claims to be a milice enthusiast. However, he reveals his true intention to rob Diana's possessions and draws his gun, causing panic in the room. Despite Mr. Paul's efforts to negotiate, the situation quickly escalates when Job shoots and kills him, shocking everyone present. Ryan is engrossed in the basketball game, while Mara is uninterested and keeps bothering him with questions about their father, Jesse, who works as a security officer at the stadium. Ryan dismisses her concerns, saying their father's job isn't a big deal. Mara becomes annoyed with her brother's indifference and decides to use the restroom. However, she doesn't know where to find it, so she sneaks into the security guard's toilet. Inside, Mara finds Job and his team violently attacking the real security guards. She gets caught by Job's group before she can escape, preventing her from telling anyone about what she saw. Meanwhile, Diana moves a large sum of money to a secret bank account. Job orders one of his team members, Gamma, to disrupt the stadium's communication system. This stops the security officials from talking to each other. When Jesse comes back to where they were sitting, he realizes Mara is missing. Ryan's disinterest in his sister bothers Jesse. He activates a tracking device connected to Mara's VIP card. Unfortunately, Job's team already kidnapped Mara and have her VIP card. They know Jesse will follow the card, so they plan to frame him for their actions. Jesse is surprised when some of his security colleagues suddenly turn against him. He doesn't want to fight them, but he has to defend himself. The janitor, Gus, approaches Jesse after he defeats Job's team. Gus notices something strange about the security officers that day. He tells Jesse that most of the usual security staff have been replaced by new people. Jesse becomes suspicious and decides to investigate further. Jesse and Gus go to the security station, but it's too late. Job's crew has taken over. Jesse and Gus have to act fast and escape to the living room. Jesse realizes that Job's crew is using highly advanced weapons, suggesting they're a dangerous and organized criminal group. Mara tricks Omega and manages to escape briefly, but she's caught again. This time, she can't get away. Diana eventually figures out that Job used to work for the CIA. JB, who was fired for killing a Muslim family in the VIP suite, accused them of being terrorists. Diana tells everyone about JB's past, which makes him angry and he threatens her. Meanwhile, Jesse and Gus find one of Job's team members, Gamma, placing a device. Jesse asks Gamma about her role and equipment, but she doesn't give much information. Gus tries to stop Gamma, but she's too strong for him. Jesse confronts Gamma, and after a tough fight, he wins. He demands to know where his daughter is, but Gamma claims she doesn't know and then kills herself, warning that they'll all die when the basketball game ends. Jesse acts quickly and disables the device Gamma planted. His military training helps him handle such situations, and he deactivates the bomb easily. With the threat gone, Jesse and Gis focus on freeing Mara and the others trapped in the stadium. Meanwhile, Job gets furious in the VIP room after Diana provokes him. His anger stems from the loss of his family due to government actions. Diana implies that Job's family suffered because of his mistakes, which angers him further. Job grabs Diana but doesn't kill her. Instead, he demands that she sacrifice either her lover Millie or Mrs. Christine. Job's plan fails when Diana's payment is transferred to his bank account. Job calls Gamma to check on their progress but is surprised to hear Jesse on the other end. He sends his team to hunt down Jesse, becoming more concerned when he hears that Gamma might be dead. Just as he's about to lose hope, Omega appears with Mara. While the VIP area is tense, the rest of the stadium is vibrant with the audience cheering. Jesse returns to Ryan in a panic, unable to find Mara amidst the chaos caused by the intruders and their bombs. Despite Ryan's eagerness to help, Jesse advises him to stay safe. Meanwhile, Jesse and Gis embark on a risky mission to find and disarm the bombs scattered throughout the stadium. In the VIP room, Mara is being interrogated by Job. Despite the threatening gestures and the gun aimed at her, Mara remains surprisingly calm and composed. She responds to Job's questions casually, showing no signs of fear or obedience. Instead, she confidently assures Job that her father will come to her rescue. Jesse and Gus tirelessly search for the remaining bombs. They encounter a halt in their movement, and Gus suggests they go to the announcement center to devise a new plan. Jesse agrees and heads there, hoping to convince an officer named Bane to activate the evacuation alarm. However, two of Job's crew members attack them before they can sound the alarm. Jesse manages to escape, but sadly Bane is shot and killed during the chaos. Desperate for a place to hide, Jesse unexpectedly encounters Devlin, who turns out to be his employer. However, Devlin reveals himself to be a member of Job's crew and points his rifle at Jesse. With no other choice, Jesse disarms Devlin and engages in a physical fight. Despite Devlin's efforts, Jesse quickly overpowers him and takes his listening device, using it to deceive Job into thinking Devlin is still alive. Jesse rushes to rescue his daughter after learning from Job that she is with him. Meanwhile, Job becomes worried upon discovering Jesse's impressive record as a former U.S. Special Forces officer. He lashes out at Mara and orders Omega to kidnap Ryan, hoping to use him as leverage against Jesse. However, Ryan refuses to leave his father's side despite Omega's attempts to persuade him. Using security cameras, a member of Omega's squad locates Jesse and orders two other team members to eliminate him. Jesse outsmarts them and defeats them in a room thanks to his military training. After incapacitating Omega, Jesse forces him to reveal Mara's whereabouts before ultimately neutralizing him. Seeking assistance from Gis, who is familiar with the stadium's layout, Jesse devises a surprise approach to reach the VIP area where Mara is held. He communicates the plan to Gis, who is surprised to learn that there are still active bombs in the stadium. Confused and without Jesse, Gus decides to defuse the bombs himself. He knows that the game is almost over and the bombs are set to explode. In the VIP area, Job is about to detonate the explosives in his hand. Suddenly, Jesse bursts into the room, breaking the glass. Despite Jesse's sudden entrance, Job remains unfazed and continues to press the trigger, causing the bomb to explode. Luckily, Gis had already removed the other bombs, leaving Job confused as to why his bomb didn't detonate. With little time left, Jesse quickly defeats Job and his team with his weapon. Job manages to save himself by taking Mara with him as he flees. Jesse then rushes towards the terrified audience after the explosion. Ryan, who has been watching from the lower stands, sees Jesse and Job clashing in the upper hallway of the arena as they prepare for their final showdown. Despite putting up a good fight initially, Jesse begins to weaken as Job draws out a weapon. Eventually, Jesse passes out, leaving Mara to witness her father's defeat. Enraged, Mara tries to help by kicking Job, but he throws her to the ground. However, Jesse regains consciousness and saves his daughter just in time. It's revealed that Job had planted a bomb on Mara's arm, but Jesse manages to remove it. In a dramatic turn of events, Diane approaches Job from behind and points a weapon at him. Jesse takes advantage of the situation and attacks Job, placing the bomb on him. Jesse kicks Job down, allowing the bomb to detonate harmlessly in the air. In the final scene, Jesse's family is reunited and safe, and the stadium is saved from disaster. Diane approaches Jesse and offers him the role of stadium security chief. Although tempted by the offer, Jesse declines for the time being to prioritize spending time with his loved ones. Thanks for watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps like these. Until next time, have a nice day.